On June 2nd, 2026, Japan lost one of its most unique and beloved cultural icons, Guts Ishimatsu, who passed away at the age of 76. To the Western world, he was a formidable boxing champion and a physical actor in major Hollywood films. But to millions of gamers, anime fans, and Japanese citizens, his physical legacy is a gesture they perform almost every single day, often without even realizing it. This is the incredible, humorous, and deeply inspiring story of the man who gave Japan its favorite victory stance. Before he was a celebrity, he was Yuji Suzuki, growing up in extreme poverty in post-war Japan. His family was so poor, he couldn't play baseball, simply because they couldn't afford a glove. Undeterred, he moved to Tokyo at age 15 with nothing but a single 1,000 yen bill given to him by his mother and dedicated his life to boxing. Under the mentorship of American-Japanese trainer Eddie Townsend, his unpredictable and awkward fighting style evolved. On April 11, 1974, as a massive underdog, he pulled off a stunning 8th-round knockout against champion Rodolfo Gonzalez to capture the WBC lightweight title. The moment he won the world title, Guts erupted, raising both of his clenched fists high into the air in raw, ecstatic triumph. Seeing this, a Japanese sports journalist famously dubbed the stance the Guts pose, in honor of his ring name. The gesture instantly captured the imagination of a rebuilding nation, symbolizing the power to overcome adversity with determination. Today, the phrase is so deeply woven into the culture that April 11th is informally celebrated across Japan as Guts Pose Day. However, this is where we run into a hilarious linguistic cultural clash. While Guts Pose is universally understood in Japan, it is actually wasei eigo, a Japanese-made pseudo-Anglicism. In English, the word guts literally means intestines or internal organs. So if you tell a native English speaker he did a guts pose, they won't visualize victory. They might imagine a horrific scene from a splatter movie where someone is exposing their organs. In the English-speaking world, of course, we call this action a fist pump. Even though the word guts pose stayed in Japan, the physical action quietly conquered the entire globe through media. In the 80s and 90s, Japanese video game developers, who grew up watching Guts on TV, naturally programmed this gesture into their victory screens. Every time Mario, Kirby, or a Street Fighter character pumps their fists in triumph, they are carrying on the visual legacy of a 1970s Japanese boxer. The pose also became a massive trope in shonen manga, from Luffy in One Piece to Rock Lee in Naruto, to visually convey unbreakable resolve. Guts' talents extended far beyond athletics. Driven by a childhood dream to share the screen with his idol, the legendary Ken Takakura, he transitioned into acting. He quickly caught the attention of some of Hollywood's greatest directors. Steven Spielberg cast him as the imposing Sergeant Uchida in the Oscar-nominated Empire of the Sun. Shortly after, Ridley Scott cast him as Katayama, a ruthless Yakuza enforcer in the neon-drenched neo-noir classic, Black Rain. Guts brought a gritty, authentic physical intensity to the screen that Western audiences thoroughly respected. Despite his fierce boxing career and intense movie roles, back home in Japan, Guts was most loved for being a hilarious, self-deprecating TV star. He famously answered complex quiz show questions with his completely nonsensical catchphrase, "Okay, Bokujo," a playful, positive play on the American Wild West shootout at the OK Corral. Following his passing in June 2026, his agency shared a final, touching request. "We hope that every time you make a Guts pose, you will remember Guts Ishimatsu. Okay, Bokujo." So the next time you beat a tough boss or pass a difficult test and you pump your fists in victory, take a second to remember the champ.